Hey there, this is Debesh, the info security researcher. Today, I wish to share some feelings about the year 2024. There are many ups and downs here and there with our lives and also around the world, in our city, in our village, in our college, in our university, in our industry, everywhere. Incidents, incidents. In some incidents, we are inside it intentionally, and in some incidents we are not intentionally inside that, but we just felt that we saw that, we watched that, we experienced that, and not all the incidents around us affected us, influenced us, but some have impact on our life, which are directly related to our life or indirectly related to our life. So I want to share my takeaway. Okay, so let me start. So the title of the chat, the podcast, I put or I set as how was 2024? A self retrospection. So there can be many things I can ask you, you can ask me, anybody can ask some other person. What did you learn about yourself? Sometimes we know ourselves in a new way. We find our inner self in a new way. So, what new habit did you form? Sometimes we acquire an habit after doing it every day for some time, for some months. And what habit did you give up? And some habits which we intentionally give up because sometimes we don't like it, or sometimes it is not good for our life or good for the other living beings around us. So we give up those habits. So, what was the highlight and low light? There must be some highlights in your lives, and there can be some low lights also, ups and downs. And what was an unexpected surprise or joy? Sometimes we get something, uh, suddenly we get something, and we are very happy after getting it, after watching it, after feeling it, after experiencing it. And there can be many other points and questions and viewpoints which we can share, we can express. Sometimes we put it inside us, we don't express. That is also okay. And if we express, that also opens up a possibility of getting new viewpoints or some solutions of a problem or something which we can improve it by the influence or help of the external world. So that can be like this. And okay, let me go further. So for me, the year 2024 was mixed with mixed feelings. Like I got something, I also acquired something, I improved something. And it started, of course, earlier. So the first point I want to mention, that is music and art. Sometimes I wrote in my post that I am a person who likes music and art. And in fact, I learned some subjects of music. Say, in from my school days, I learned tabla, the Indian percussion instrument, very popular. Recently, the tabla maestro Ustad Zakir Hussain expired, who made tabla very popular in the world music. I used to go to art workshops, photography exhibitions, paintings, and other form of art exhibitions when I was in college. But now, for many years, I was away from music. Even I used to attend musical programs, musical conferences. I remember I attended a very famous Swai Gandharv Sammelan in Pune in December 1989. That was an experience, I can say that experience was uh, very good for me. It was new. I haven't attended any music conference in Pune and outside Kolkata before that time. So that was the first music conference I attended outside Kolkata, away from Kolkata and in Maharashtra in Pune. Pune is actually the, you can say, the cultural capital of Maharashtra. It's very, very musical, and of course now Pune is a very modern city. And in fact, Pune used to be a very uh, the favorite place for carrying out marketing survey. When I was in college, somebody told me that Pune is the ideal place in India where any item, when it is launched, they carry out the marketing survey in Pune. So that is another part. So music and art is something which I tried to connect in 2024. Um, okay, I don't know whether my sound is going properly. My voice is going properly through the microphone. So I can see somebody wrote, "Hello, sir." In Restream, that is shown as, I can show that, yes, and it is showing a LinkedIn user because there is a privacy setting in LinkedIn. So one has to change that and make it on to display the name in chat in other platforms. So it is not um, for this user. It is by default. It is actually uh, off. So the name is not shown. But I have seen in LinkedIn it is somebody called Sarfraj. So thank you, Sarfraj, for joining. But you can also write me on the comment. Uh, okay, thank you, Sarfraj. Good voice and clear. Thank you so much. Okay, thank you. And so, Sarfraj, you can later go to your LinkedIn profile setting and make that your profile name public for on chat displays. Okay, so coming to the self retrospection of 2024. So number one is music and art. So I reconnected with music. I used to learn tabla. I learned tabla for many years. I even played tabla in a fusion ensemble in Doordarshan, Kolkata. At that time, that was it was the year 1985, 86. I applied for that audition and passed the audition, and it took many years actually to get that program. It took almost 5 years to finally get the program. The age was actually at the Fagin. It was a program for the youth. The name was Turunদের Jonne. So I was auditioned, and in the audition, of course, that person was also a quite famous person who took our audition. And after 1 day, 1.5 year, I got a letter uh, by ordinary post from Doordarshan that there will be a program. So we gathered there, and the program in charge, I don't exactly remember the name of the person. So there was a meeting. About 10 persons were selected for that program, tabla players. One girl was there. So the producer of the program, he advised us that will you want to play for a longer time or shorter time and individually. There is an option that we can play in a tabla ensemble directed by uh, tabla maestro Pandit Shankar Ghosh. So he is no more actually now. So we agreed, and there was an setup. So we were called to the Doordarshan Kendra and for the practice sessions. So it was a long practice. We used to go with our tabla and a tape recorder, at that time cassette tape recorder, um, to for the audition and for the practice actually for the program. So Pandit Shankar Ghosh used to give us uh, the script like the bowls of the tabla, and he taught us actually. It was it was an experience, I can say. Almost more than 15 days we practiced under the guidance and tutoring, I mean, you can say teaching, direct teaching of Pandit Shankar Ghosh. There used to be a sarangi player, and we on the way while entering and going out, we saw many famous artists at that time. I remember vividly one day, Shankar Ghosh, we were just going to the practice room outside the building. Uh, the very famous Bengali singer, Manavendra Mukherjee, uh, or Manavendra Mukhopadhyay, he was coming. So I knew his face, so I recognized many people. They also touched his feet, and so uh, that was the exchange between Shankar Ghosh and Manavendra Mukhopadhyay. And then we entered and had practice. And after that, there was a audio recording in a professional studio that was near a Boshu Sri Cinema. There was a studio, I don't want to name that. So it was a professional recording, like the song recording is done for film music or modern songs. So we used to have headphones, and there were many uh, recording and cut, and finally it was done. So after that audio, we were again brought to the studio one another day for recording, the visual recording, and we went to the studio dressing room. They have given some small makeups also, like powder and other things, and the recording was done by playing the audio in the background and with a several small steps, cuts of recording of different audio visuals of our enactment of the tabla playing, what we actually did while it was recorded. So that was an experience. I came to know that how the programs were recorded. However, at that time we did not have a television set in our home, And of course I was busy. There was That was my the last year of BSc honors, and just in between I went to the masters in the University College of Technology in the Applied Physics department. And the program, when it used to run, it was in the evening, 6 o'clock, 6 o'clock or 6:15 slot. So I was away. It was played many times, and it was in the archive of the Doordarshan, because it was a tabla fusion ensemble, percussion ensemble directed by Pandit Shankar Ghosh. So many times it was played. Many people told me that they watched me sitting in the row of many tabla players. So that was a experience, I can say, I cherish, and we got a payment for that program, and that was my first time I had to make a bank account for taking that payment. And it was actually the total cost of the program was divided by all the participants, like 10, 12, 15, like Sarangi player, Tanpura player, everybody got equal amounts. Like we played a lot of things, and we did many things, like hard work or practice, and then audio recording, everything. But the person who, just because an acquaintance of Pandit Shankar Ghosh, they just came in the visual recording and got the equal amount. So one day we received the check, and at that time, making a bank account used to be a long process. It took many months actually. So the day we first met, like with the program producer, that day only they told that you make your bank accounts. So from that, it was okay, and the bank checks are also valid for 3 months. So I actually got it. So that was an experience. But after that, I learned harmonium, solo harmonium in the Indian style from uh, Acharya Jayanta Bose. So that was many, you can say, before going to PhD in IIT Bombay. So in 1989 I went there. So before that I used to learn that, and I accompanied on classical vocal classicals with many people on harmonium. And after going to Bombay also, I used to practice, because Maharashtra is a very musical place. So I used to play many things like tabla. Also, I accompanied with people who are now very famous, Sharad players, quite known. So I used to give them practice on tabla. I also accompanied harmonium with many Marathi, uh, you can say, local classical vocalists. So that was very, you can say, close to my heart, music. But somehow during the last many years, 15 or more than 15 years, you can say from 2007 onwards, I stopped touching harmonium or tabla. So, so last year only in 2023 November, I reconnected with my guru Acharya Jayanta Bose, and I started visiting his class. He permitted me to attend his class. Um, so from January 2024, I attended many classes, and also attended many musical programs by Guruji, and many other artists. Like notable is Pandit Swapon Choudhury, who permanently resides in USA, with the while teaching percussion music with the Ali Akbar College of Music in San Francisco. So he came there. So ye- I attended one tabla solo by Shapan Choudhury, and also later I attended some mm, art exhibitions, painting exhibitions also very recently, not very recently, in the month of July, August, yes. And also I attended some poetry reading, like upcoming poets. So that was that is also a new experience to me. So the second point is exercise and yoga. Yoga also a subject I used to do it very systematically during my high school days, but somehow I did not continue, and that also I started doing it, but I found that it is not very easy after many years, like say simple padmasana, because I started my music playing harmonium or playing tabla. I have to i have to uh, I have to sit on the floor. So Padmasana is a very good thing, good practice. So tried it some few months ago, and um, found that it is difficult to do Padmasana after many years. Like the flexibility of the limbs are not same as it used to be earlier. So slowly it will come, of course. So that is one good point of 2024. And of course my subject is STEM, science and technology. So learning new technology is also a subject for my um, daily life. So that also continued. And the finally the most important part is writing a book. So in 2014 my son, who was at that time studying in class 8, 7 or 8, yes, 8, so 8 standard, so he advised me to write one book every year. But during my college day teaching, like in a private engineering college, I was a professor of electronics and communication engineering. So that was you can say a very rigorous job. So finding out time and writing book, I had so many plans, but somehow I did not do it. It was of course my mistake, my lethargy, because getting time is not a problem. Every day writing 15 minutes, one can actually write almost 500 words. So you can imagine how many words one can write with say giving just 15 minutes every day for 2 3 months. So writing a book is not difficult. So that also I started, and I thought I will publish it by December. I just obtained the ISBN for one book, and I thought that it will be a paperback. So it took time because it will be reviewed for more than 2 to 3 weeks. So I thought by December it will be over, but it will take some time. So it will be in January, hopefully. And the topic I will disclose, it is, of course, on the topic of my last rigorous research on biometrics recognition. And biometrics is a very trending topic, hot topic uh, in the digital identity arena. But I found that biometrics is convenient, but biometrics is probabilistic, and so biometrics can lower security. So biometrics is unreliable also. So anyway, that topic will come later. So let me go to the next page. Let me show you something. Yes. So while doing this, I found that looking back is not very easy. I thought it was easy. Like I will just look back. What did I do? What was the actions? What were the actions? What were the problems? What were the solutions? So it is not very easy because I don't keep a diary. Some people write diary every night or every morning what they do. That is a good thing, of course, but that is a catch. If the diary contains some personal things and somebody looks get a view of that personal diary, so many things can be leaked, and of course it can be a source of information for many other people after the person is no more. So anyway, it is not a easy task to review my our own self. Self retrospection is often a very very difficult task, and it requires some courage to self retrospect, and to actually I mean, while doing say self retrospection, we need to criticize ourselves, and criticizing own self is of course not a easy task. And um, if one is very authentic, very authentic, and then it is possible. And sometimes getting some other external views also is required, like self assessment sometimes can be faulty. It is sometimes faulty, and uh, we should also get it validated from others, some trustworthy person, of course, a trustworthy third person. So anyway, I am admitting it in front of everybody, and you can give me criticism, constructive criticism, or whatever. You can laugh at me. Some people will laugh at me because I am just saying something which is very trivial. Some people say consider these things very trivial, but anyway, the trivial things of our life is the part of our life which can um, give not only ourselves but some other people also some inputs to get clue about what is to be done. Okay, so what are the powers I have in 2024? My power of 2024. I am not a very strong person. I am introvert, but mentally I'm strong. I have given up a permanent job, government job, central government job, and you know that how difficult it is in India to secure a central government job, and that was in the Defense Research and Development Organization with a full pension, and the pension scheme was the earlier pension scheme, so it was quite good, and pay scale also uh, not bad. And I quit the DRDO, Defense Research and Development Organization scientist position in 2007 and joined academics. So the first point is actually mind, you mental. Okay, many people can say that mentally weak people quit, but I don't agree with them. I have my choices. I wanted to have some freedom, and in the defense job in India, I was not getting that freedom to carry out research and innovation. Um, and anyway, when I joined DRDO, our director general or the scientific advisor of the defense minister was Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, and I also had interaction with him, very brief, of course. I even I got one letter of his inscription um, in 2019 from a old bag. Anyway, I don't have any regrets, and whatever good things they had in DRDO, and you can get in a government job that is there, and what are the bad things, you have to either accept it and continue or quit. So anyway, I quit and I joined an academics. So mentally, I can say that mind is the main thing of any human being. So number one is mind and self, that empowers overall well-being, our mental well-being as well as physical well-being. And in this point, I context, I want to mention that I haven't visited any medical doctor for many years. How many years I forgot? Maybe 10. And for serious things, like for I don't actually I care for my physical self, and uh, but I never needed to go to medical doctors for serious things. And many of my classmates of school, I met them from 2010. We used to meet, have to we used to have meetups. So I found many people who used to be very physically sound. When I was in school, I was weak, I was fragile. So they used to be very strong and well built, but I found that they have become so weak and unhealthy, like having so many problems, blood pressure, diabetes, and many other mental problems. Like always, they used to they say that, see, I have this problem. I have gone to doctor. I have gone for checking. My diagnostics report and my insurance, many things. But I don't find that I required that. And during the so-called pandemic also, because I was not in a any position, servant position, like a serving position in a company, so there was no problem. I took no the so-called vaccines, like the C-19 or COVID, whatever you say. And for the first 2 3 months, I used to wear the mask, and after that, I came to know about the truth about that, the so-called pandemic, and I did not use mask also. And there was no problem actually. So I did not take any jab or vaccine, that. And okay, that is another story. Many people in the mainstream media will not like it. uh, okay, let me just show one comment. Uh, Sarfraz, yes. Sarfraz changed his that um, that thing in his profile setting, and now we can see his name. So he writes, I think do what matters for you is important. Yes, of course, we always think that these things are serious for me and those things are not. So we are the best judge. Of course, we can take a second opinion from um, our trustworthy friends and relatives. So that is true, yes. And okay, so no, that is no courage actually. Sarfraz again says it requires no courage actually. So I came to know about many things from the alternative media. So in ODC, in other platforms, which they have also many experts like the virologists, expert virologists, medical doctors, and many other experts, and they are having say 40 to 50 years of experience, but they don't actually break them and give everything to the mainstream world. So they have their freedom to do whatever they consider and scientifically they consider correct, and it is there is no there is nothing which can go against science. And science actually gives you the actual picture. Okay, so let me come to the second point, to mentor. So people used to keep their mentors. Yes, mentor is a good thing, and you can have paid mentors. You can have coach. There are so many coaches you can find out in LinkedIn. Life coach, career coach, uh, well-being coach, many things. And many people are quite good, and some people they can give you clues about your life, the problems. As I say that consider a trustworthy person, and if you trust a coach, um, well, good, go and take it. So in the mentor set, yes, I had been privileged to have quite a number of mentors, like in science and technology also. I had not last year, of course. Last year, yes, last year I reconnected with my mentor, musical mentor, Acharya Jayanta Bose. Jayanta Bose is actually not only for music, for life also. He has so much experience, and he always advises about a holistic, like he considers a holistic approach to life. So while he teaches music, his students also learns acting. Yes, acting, how to act, how to deliver, how to perform, and many other things. And also, in every class, we used to get um, discussions about many complex things about life, his experiences, his own life. And some student, maybe he or she says that I have so many problems in life, I cannot do this, I cannot do practice, and many things. So he gives from his past and exemplifies how he did overcome those, and what are the ways. I mean, problems are always there. We cannot get rid of problem, we cannot run away from the problem. The main thing is that we should not run away from the problem. You take up the problem as and try to solve. All problems are not solvable, then you discard it, but some problems are solvable. And we can learn uh, base things from problems only. Like, if there is no problem, we cannot learn anything. Like in a job, say somebody works in say a xyz company, and there is no politics, the work culture is so good, and uh, the boss is also so good, and there is no problem. Like, you get your salary on time, you get your promotion on time, everything is good. So what is that? It is actually a cinematic, it is a story, it is not possible. And if there were no problem, nobody can actually learn something without problem. So the problems gives us the uh, clue to learn. Problems gives us actually the the points where to learn, where to connect, where to correct it, and where to do it. Okay. And anyway, if anybody wants to join, please write that in a comment. I will give you the Restream link. You can enter this, and using your camera, you can you can share your experience. Okay. So don't hesitate. Please write that. I will share the Restream guest link in your message, and you can join. Okay. So mentor is something is actually not easily available, of course. You have to find out a good mentor, and a highly paid mentor is like a paid coach is always will be the best. It cannot be guaranteed. A very uh, humble person who charges decent amount, or even without charging also can give you solution. So mentor is one thing. I got uh, very nice mentors, like in science and technology. I got mentorship of Professor H. John Caulfield during 2011, yes, to 2012 only, because at that time he was diagnosed of pancreatic cancer and he expired. So he did his PhD even before my birth, and he is a person who actually is the you can say the person who uh, who published the first holographic sticker in the world in 1984, probably 1984 or 83. That was a National Geographic cover, an eagle. So he did that. So, and I had read his books also in holography and many other topics. And um, uh, his associates, his first job was in Texas Instruments. And you know that in the airport, whatever the scanning system we use, those are the things they developed during the 60s, and it was for a defense project of course the US, but later they have declassified it, and Texas Instruments sold it, and the system, the basic functional system has not actually changed much, has not improved much, but it is still in action in all the airports. It is something very funny, and I had a telephonic talk with another person, um, a friend of Professor Caulfield. He is still there, he very old. So he told that funny story that it was declassified, and that whatever research work development they did uh, went to commerce. Of course, it is a good thing. People used it, and it is still being used. Okay, I see Devashish Mojumdar. So thanks, Devashish, for joining. And if you think that you will also share something, please feel free. I will give you the joining link in your message. Please write that. Okay, thanks. So mentor is something very special things. And later I also got another mentor, Professor Mitsuo Takeda in Japan in 2000. So that was also another person. He's still there. Um, Takeda Sensei actually gave me many things, taught me many things in Japan. And I learned that what research should be and how it is to be done. In India, still it is in the wrong shape. Like we actually waste. Some people say that there is no money for research academicians. I don't agree. There is a huge amount of research project funding in India, and all are being wasted. In Japan, our professor Mitsuo Takeda, he told that you cannot spend this much amount for the feasibility checking of the experiment or feasibility checking of the research idea. But in India, I saw so many professors in the top institutes and universities. They have the connection, and they got huge amount of Indian rupees and purchased many things, and all the instruments were not even used. Some people, I know personally. I don't want to name in one of the IITs. Laser systems, some of the boxes were still not opened. Yes, I know. Yes, in the 90s. And it is a shame, actually. It is a shame that we misuse people's money. It is a shame. So Japan has developed it. Japan had got the development. Yes, where the funding is required, it has to be given. But where you don't need those much amount, you should actually restrict the utilization and the expenses and minimize it, or rather optimize it. So I remember we have developed in IIT Bombay one laser displacement transducer in 19. The project was in 1989 to 90, 92. Yes, the project was from 1986, but I started working in 1989, and it was a micro displacement sensor. So we proposed to make um, a, a displacement sensor which is as good as the Hewlett Packard instrument, which is costly at that time. So we wanted to develop it in India and sell it, and at that time dollar was 12 Indian rupees 12. And suddenly, one fine morning in 1992, uh, the recently expired ex Prime Minister of India, Manmohan Singh, he was probably the finance minister, or maybe the governor of something. So he devalued INR suddenly from 12 to 25. I remember one of my friends. mm, grandma in Chembur in Mumbai. She was asking, son, how much means their son-in-law in the US, they used to send some dollars. So grandma was happy that suddenly that amount converted in Indian rupees will be double because it is devalued. So from 12 rupees to 25, it's more than double. And in that project, I can say that we suffered a lot. The project was rupees 10 lakhs and quite enough for that. But suddenly, because of that devaluation, we could not buy the things we proposed at that time. So anyway, that is another story I'm giving you on the way. So mentor is something. Yes, my mentor also, my guide in IIT Bombay, Professor P.N. Puntambekar, a Maharashtrian. So he was also a good person and he taught me many things. And he taught me that instrumentation, development, these things uh, are not basic things, applied things, but those are the most important things of our country. It is to be developed because uh, if we can say create some devices, instruments, which we used to import with a huge amount of money, but we can uh, make it here in our country, and then it can be available within, say, 1/10 or 1/20th of the price. The other day, my son actually we purchased some refurbished GPU graphic card. So he'll be astonished that the uh, price of the graphic card, the refurbished graphic card here, and in the US, we have checked in online in purchase that you can get a new graphics card of the same model in US almost the same price, and in India the price of the new graphics card of the same model will be almost 1.5 times or almost double. And um, because we have not developed technology in our country, so we have to import these things, and the import cost goes up. And you will be astonished to know that the price of this graphics card um, is uh, is good, reasonable in the US, also in Japan as well as China, but in UK it is quite high, like India. So it is very funny. So the people in UK, we think that they are very developed, but because that technology is not actually developed in their country, and they are not technologically that developed, that is why they have to pay more. And Japan, US, even China, they are getting the technology within their um, reachable amount of money, and in other places you cannot. Anyway, so that mentor is actually our country also requires a mentor. Yes, our country requires mentor. So what mentor? Not actually a bookish mentor. There are so many bookish mentors of our country, but they do nothing. They just take money, they go to the program, the official government programs, and take the credit, but they do nothing actually. If we had good mentors of our government, the country would have been in a different status now, technologically and scientifically, educationally. You can consider the status of education. What is the status of education in our country? Okay, many things I'm actually telling this in this window. Okay, so the number 3 point is friends. So in 2024, I reconnected with one or two of my friends. One friend from Pune. Whenever he comes to Kolkata, so he used to make it a point that he keeps another one day after his official visit work, so that we can actually meet, loiter around in Kolkata, the roads of streets of Kolkata, and have chats, and have, say, lunch or dinner, or see something in the street. So that is a good thing. In 2024 I also met a person, a friend from Pune. So in 23 also he came, and in 24 also he came. And of course, a friend of mine who is in Kolkata, not regularly I can meet him in person, but we are in touch sometimes on the phone occasionally. And having a real friend is actually a fortune, is luck. You cannot get a good friend that easily, unless you are destined to have that. And friendship makes all, like a business also. In a business partnership, unless there is a friendship, the partnership never works. In marriage also, friendship is the key. So everywhere friendship is uh, the most important. So having good friends is very important. In 2024 I could reconnect, I can say, two of my good friends. And of course, I can remember that one of our friends from US, he came to India to for the marriage of his son with a girl. Both of them are born and brought up in the US, but they made the marriage here. So that also we attended, and met many other friends from Mumbai, Maharashtra, who also came there. So those were the acquaintances and some friendship, but I tried to reconnect with them. And the number 4 point is the network. So LinkedIn is wonderful, isn't it? LinkedIn have so many users, and of course all the accounts are not real humans. There were some, there used to be, of course there will be some fake accounts, bot accounts, and but there are humans. On LinkedIn I got opportunities, yes, of course. In 2015 I remember I wrote a comment in somebody's feed. It came to my notification. So one professor from US wrote something, and I also wrote something, and then suddenly one professor from China, he invited me to a very special conference on data security, and that was in Shenzhen. And that happened like it was a golden opportunity, you can say. And I went there, and it was sponsored, like they gave me the local hospitality, the hotel things, everything. And there I met some other very well-known professors. I mean, my Japanese professor also came there. I met him after many years in person. And some well-known professor from the US also came, and I reconnected with them. And in 2016 he invited me for a conference in US. So in 2016 I attended that SPI conference, that SPI annual meeting in in um, Baltimore, Maryland. So that was an experience. And later in 2017 also um, I attended another educational conference on, it is called Conference on Optics and Photonics. Um, it is educational conference on trends in optics and photonics, probably ETOP, ETOP. So that also I attended in 2017 in Zhejiang. So that was also a good experience, exposure. That everything I got from my network of LinkedIn. And of course another point came, like I also attended, I could actually see one industry in China about a two industry, you can say. One is about a special light xenon energy efficient lamp XCD, and another one is um, glasses free 3D display in Shanghai. So that everything happened with my connections. uh, through uh, LinkedIn network. So network is something very special. So in 2024, I also reconnected with those connections in China. Um I could connect with China, but I could not connect with my that acquaintance in the US, who was now um, the dean in the University of Texas, dean engineering. Okay, so I will do it again this year. I forgot about him. I remember, just I have remembered now. So anyway, the power actually comes from mind with good mentorship, if you can find out, and friends, and with network. So in every possibility we should utilize those things. So what I wish to do now, actually, what I wish to do, first I want to unlock my true potential. Everybody wants, everybody should unlock your true potential, and that can be possible by connecting with our friends, mentors, and doing and connecting with all these things. And number 2 point is, I want to get rid of noise and problems. The problems are like noise in our life, and sometimes from the noise we can generate something. Noise is always not useless. And in information theory perspective, uh, noise means it has got infinite information. Noise is infinite information. uh, just yesterday our son was telling that in AI, that image generation, it is they actually start with a noise, and then they generate the image. Like say in the platforms, there are prompts you can write that create an image of this. So where they start with a noise, and then uh, erupt it, and then evolve into something which is there in the prompt by um, progression, and by you can say by the loop of action. So we have to get rid of the bad noise. We have to get rid of the problems. We have to solve the problems. We have to find out, if we can solve the problems, we can find out a new way. So that I want to do. And setting is, of course, I want to set some goals and get goals. Setting goals is very easy, and everybody will say that goal setting for the next year 2025. Just say after a few days, in the month first week of January 2025, you will see many webinars how to set your goals of this year. So setting goals is very easy, but getting your goals is not easy. And while doing everything, we should not actually bother about what is happening externally. Let the real movie of our life play, and that will continue. We have to carry on what is essential, what is very much important to us. And if narrow down, we can narrow down and uh, make a minimalist approach, like say one step, a minimal one step. What should be done to get the essential thing? So that can actually give us all we want. So unlock your true potential, get rid of the problems, solve the problems, set goals, and do something to get your goals. And don't bother about the external world. Carry on what is essential. That is actually what I want to do, and I wish to know what you want to do. And I thought that somebody would join. I was actually waiting for uh, one friend. Uh, okay. Uh, so let me ask you, how was your 2024? Could you join and tell about it? I've seen a few, 1 or 2% wrote comment and encouraged me. You could have joined actually. Um, why hesitated? Do you want to join? There is still time. Let me see in LinkedIn if somebody wants to do it. Okay. So Debashish wrote sure, sir. So I will share the joining link with him. I don't know whether he's still there. He can join. Okay, I have given that link. Okay, I have not shared this publicly. Okay, so that is not a good thing. Uh, if you want to join, please join. And I will not wait much time, of course. It is more than 1 hour. So let me check if my friends will join. Okay. waiting. Maybe Sarfaraj will join. Okay, Sarfaraj has joined. Okay. Hi, Sarfaraj. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear it.
Yes. So, okay, you say something about your 2024 or anything about your last. Okay,
Yeah,
please.
mm, yeah, thank you, sir.
You can
Uh,
increase the volume if you want in your
okay, I think
in your
now I
speaker.
am audible. Huh?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Thank you, sir, for this opportunity.
Okay,
Yeah, I am hearing you, sir.
okay, yes. So,
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
Sarfraj, please tell me that very briefly, one line, who you are. We can see from your LinkedIn profile. So, who you are and what you do and what was your experience of 2024.
Yeah. My name is Sarfaraz. Currently, I
Yes.
am working as a social protection officer
Okay.
in Hans Foundation at
Okay.
Rajasthan, Alwar.
Okay. Okay.
And if I say about my 2024, it is a mixed feeling that I have. I have learned something. I have met many new faces.
Okay. Okay. That is good. And Alwar is a very, I mean, I remember the name. So, uh, also very briefly say about Alwar, means how Alwar, like any like yes, I remember Alwar. Maybe in Swami Vivekananda traveled in his life also. Alwar is there, isn't it?
Yeah, actually, I am. My district is Alwar. I am working in a Thanagaji block. That
Mm.
block is a very historical block.
Okay.
That the how the actually entire Rajasthan is a historical. That every kings and all the kings and rajas are there. There are very forts there. Alwar forts are there. There are old traditional buildings, especially the court is still the made from them only. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And yes, I remember we had an educational tour in Rajasthan during 1988, and it was a circular ticket. So from Delhi we went there, and only most of the prominent points we visited, uh, like Jaipur, Jodhpur, Jaisalmer, Mount Abu, um, and Bikaner we did not have at that time. Yes, it is very colorful, and at that time it was all a silver halide photography, and quite costly, of course. That color photography just came very, in the public domain. So, and of course, cameras were also costly. So, two, three of our friends took camera, and we had very beautiful photographs of the places, very colorful. Later, we we used to see it. I don't actually have that, but it is a very, you can say, memorable experience. We had a cycle ride in the roads of Jaipur, and I remember I had an small accident when I just fallen. The traffic in Jaipur is very slow. I had fallen on the road, and I found that the camel is something from the saliva of the camel is falling on my head. So the experience is quite colorful. We liked it,
Yeah,
and
actually
Alwar
they call as a Rajasthan as a Rangila Rajasthan, means
Narangila
colorful
Raja.
Rajasthan. There is a
Very
title.
Yeah, and the sand color and the building colors, stones,
Yeah.
uh, very beautiful, very beautiful. And um, I found from your profile many things. So all those works, say in 2024, what you were doing. So tell something about that,
Yeah,
like your
2024,
writing
one of
or
my, yeah, yeah, one of the paper is published on cybersecurity. It is just a literature paper on cybersecurity, and my next book is on the way. Hope this last week or in the month of January it will be released.
okay,
And I learn what is a CBCT session, that is compassion based cognitive theory. I understand about the modules of self learning and self compassion, well being fellowship I have done. So that time I understand how we can maintain ourselves and what the things matter for us, and how the compassion and self care is important in our life too. Mental health, especially mental health and mental well being, is very important.
okay,
And time travel, how we travel the time in our mind. So time travel, these things I have understand, and the most important thing, create a space for a people. I understand that how we can create a people space, and gratitude is very important thing. How we gratitude and attribute to people, so they will connect with you and they will
okay,
understand you.
okay.
Acceptance is very important.
Somebody
Yeah,
joined. Let me
yeah.
see who
Thank
is.
you.
Just a second. Hello, hi,
Hi.
Kuntal, hi.
Hi.
Yes. So it is very nice. I mean, many minutes, you can say more than an hour. I was talking about many things.
Okay.
All those
No, no,
things
you
were
just
not.
continue. I will let me
Yes,
think,
yes.
think
So
what to
please,
speak. Okay.
Sarfaraj, please continue. Yes, yes,
Yeah, please continue.
yes.
Yeah, thank you.
You were telling about
Uh,
something about your writings and time traveling or something. Yes.
yeah. Actually, this is about the mental health and well-being. That how we travel the time is in a mental health. Only we travel so much that
Okay.
we are travel so much in our mind only, that we
Okay.
are here. So that I am talking about it. How understanding ourselves is very important. That how much
Yes. 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 Understanding ourselves is very important. Our mind and body. I mean, the holistic persona. Like, do you mean that total, like mind and body con- collectively? Do you mean that, or do you mean all the body and mind? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. So um, okay. So what was that in cybersecurity you published? Where it is published?
Actually, it is a with my HOD only, that he has given me paper that to review and rewrite and then publish. It is simple reading. It is simple literature review
Okay.
about how cybersecurity is important in the field of mining. How that we can save, especially to the mining activity. How can you use the cybersecurity in mining, that coal blocking area and all that.
Okay.
That is basically in paper, that, and it is basically that how we
Oh.
can save that. That is
Okay.
about.
Is it literature
I
review
will
of
share you. Yeah,
cybersecurity mining
yeah,
for the miners? Means the mining industry.
yeah, definitely.
Okay. Okay. Specific application to specific industry. That is good. Okay. Okay. Yes. Yes. Kuntal.
Yeah.
So
So
please,
what shall I say?
yes.
So do I need to address all these questions which you have enlisted?
No, 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 no. Whatever you like. Means I just wrote some point like whatever
What
I
about
thought.
my year? Entire
Huh?
year?
Yes,
How
2024. Yes,
about
yes.
my year?
Yes, I assume and I know that your 2024 is very eventful. So you can say very, very, I mean, whatever, if you want
Yeah.
to express. Yes.
Really eventful. I never thought about. So
So
already,
first
yeah.
say that where are you from now?
Right now, I'm in Finland, Kuopio, Finland,
Yes.
and I'm working as a research and development innovation expert in at Savonia University of in the Department of IoT, and I'm working as means basically I'm also working in I I am assigned to detect the threats and malwares in the real-time system. Okay, whatever means what are the anomaly detection? Basically, I'm working on the anomaly detection. So what kind of anomaly could be possible in the water distribution network that I need to detect? Whether it could be any kind of management, means basically the in the city distribution city water distribution network, you know very well, in the European water distribution network, whatever water is coming to the home supplied by the municipality, those are potable and drinkable water. So that is why they are very much concerned about the quality of the waters, and if anything is changing, the pattern or the density or pH value, that is concerning to the people. That may affect their health. Okay, so that is why they are very much concerned about this thing, which could be potential threat in the later future, recent or future also, because due to the water scarcity in the subsurface level, they are mainly dependent on the snow water also, ice waters also. So they do harvesting, water harvesting. So that is the reason they are very much concerned about the what kind of quantity is going to the public, because water is very important element which can affect the health. So that is the reason they want to look for the what if there is any change in the pH structure or pressure or density or anything is happening in the water distribution network, they want to detect in the real time. So how could it be possible? That is why they, in my university, basically they brought the project under the Business Finland scheme, where universities and also the industries need to be there. They have to bring the project in the partnership. So in this case, our university is taking the lead charge. Environmental Science Department is taking the lead charge. They brought the university. They brought the project in coordination with the Ivascula State University and companies like Nokia, SSH, and Prosys. These three companies are also associated with us. And also, in some manner, VTT Finland is also associated with us. So altogether, this four consortium, private consortium, along with two public universities, are also associated in this project, where they want to detect the water quality, basically. So one of the
Water
aspect
supply.
is the
Yes,
water
water supply.
quality.
Yeah. Yes.
Another
Yes.
is the detecting the anomaly detection in the real time system. So
Yes.
in this anomaly detection part, I am working. Okay.
Yes. So now, kindly
So
tell
yeah,
about your colorful 2024.
yeah. So last year, you know very well, in 2020, 2017, I have passed out from IIT Bombay, graduated from IIT Bombay, and then I have in the campus placement, I got a job in private university, Bhubaneswar, Odisha, that is called Shikha Anusandhan University. I was there, and very good, having a decent package. Okay, uh, but I always had always aspired to further studies and research. So that is why I'm looking for the postdoctoral avenues, and fortunately I connected Professor Debesh Ghosh of aerospace engineering, because I wanted, and I desperately, not desperately, deliberately, I want to change my domain of work also as well, because it is for a researcher who is trying to progress, or they need to explore the different avenues. They cannot stick in their only single domain, and that could be possible in the 22 years ago, but nowadays, due to the and moreover, at the while finishing my PhD, uh, I have done a lot of courses in IIT Bombay that give me a lot of really good ideas and good thrilling ideas, and those things really inspired me to do explore those that avenues. So mainly I got aspired towards the robotics. Okay,
Okay.
so that's why I started. Okay, being an electronics graduate, how could I explore the robotics? what aspect I can do. I may be lengthy. You have to tell me
No, no,
whether
no, no.
I am getting
No,
lengthy or not.
there is
Okay.
no time
Well, yeah.
in
So,
ending that.
so what happened? I have done one course because digital image processing from computer science department, not from electrical engineering department. From the electrical engineering department, I have done the course. Started that course as an audit course under the Professor uh, S.N. Merchant. Yeah, I remember Merchant. Yeah, he was excellent, but he was teaching from the perspective of the electrical engineering. But then later I moved towards the same course, computer vision, the advanced version of the digital image processing. For that purpose, I went to the computer science engineering, where I had started doing just going and sitting through, just learning, because I always in the mess we always had an interaction with the different master student, PhD student from other departments, and we always get to know, yeah, this new faculty has come, he is teaching his different way, and that is really engaging and really good. He's teaching really good, and that really bringing us to go, let's sit, okay, instead of wasting time here and there, let us go and gather some knowledge, that will definitely help. So I went there. After attending 2-3 classes, I really found that it is really interesting, and there are so many scopes are there. So I started attending the courses. Despite that time I was writing my thesis as well, but still that course, that faculty really inspired me in such a way that I got engaged, and I found that, yeah, there is a way that I can part of the robotics. Yes, I was a part of the aerospace sorry, aero club, okay, as a convener, PG convener. I was there, and I was really, yes, but it is more mainly the structures and CFD are all the part of the mechanical engineering. So electronics engineering, how could I help? The vision based navigation. There I got vision based navigation. So what is there in the vision based navigation? So I started exploring. So there I one concept I got, simultaneous localization and mapping using the depth camera. Okay, depth camera and lidar. So lidar. So I get that concept, and I was when I graduated. Then after I keep on handling or keep on exploring those subjects. What could be done? How could I develop my expertise on that domain? So that is the main purpose I connected Professor Debashish Ghosh from the Aerospace Engineering Department in ISC. Professor Debashish Ghosh, sorry, Professor Debashish Ghosh. I
Yeah,
must
it's
respect him.
a
Yeah,
person name.
no, he is a gem person. So he has worked on the robotics. Okay, basically he is a guidance and navigation person. He has worked in the different missile development also, and he is really good in aerospace engineering. There are two professors. One is Professor Radhakant Padi and another Professor Debashish Ghosh. But Professor Debashish Ghosh is much senior to him, and he has excellent lab. So I got to know about his lab, all those things. So I connected him and dropped a mail. So sir, I want to do postdoc. So he told me that, see, I do not have funding, but you can write a proposal to the DST under a national postdoctoral fellowship scheme. So I wrote it there, and I consulted with him, and he can. I told that this is my plan of action, and I wanted to explore this particular thing, which can be also part of the robotics, an integral part of the robotics. So he told me, yeah, autonomous robotics, definitely SLAM is a very modern topic, and it is a, if you come and explore that thing, yes, I'm ready to endorse. So I wrote drafted proposal, and I dropped into the DST India, and after 6 months evaluation, they have accepted my proposal, and they told that, yes, we are going to fund you and you can join ISC within 2 months. So that way I left my job, not left, they gave me lien, and I went to ISC, joined ISC in 1st of May 2019. So then, since then, I keep on learning, and after going their lab, I get to know a lot of things like formation control, swarm robotics, and all those things. How could I implement? And that time, my lab, that guidance and navigation lab, was participating in the Mohammed bin Zayed Robotics International Robotics Challenge, which will be held after 2 years, each and every 2 years in Abu Dhabi. That is a famous challenge. There are 3 robotic challenges took place each and every 2 years, and each and every eminent university or the industry collaboration with the university, they come and participate, and they have almost I forgot the prize money. Each and every step you crossed, you will get, you are about to receive lot of fund to develop your prototype and all those things. So that time I also part in the IIC team because our lab was going in association with the TCS. From India, two teams were supposed to participate. One from IIT Kanpur from Professor Lakshmidhar Vehra's lab, and another was the IIC TCS IIC team in Bangalore. So I was their part. I participated in the meeting, developmental meetings. How could we plan these experiments? Because IIC has IIC, both IIC and IIT Kanpur has benefit because they do two IIT IIT and IIC is having airfield, okay, airstrip. So that is the reason we used to go develop algorithms. We can test those things in the airstrip, and I get to learn so many things. So that really helped me. But unfortunately, COVID strike. I could not achieve whatever I supposed to achieve. So I'm in between, some personal crisis took place in my family, and due to that, I came back, returned in my hometown in West Bengal. So unfortunately, I had to join the local college, and I was teaching there, but I was not happy at all. So I was looking for the opportunity, but not that much. I was looking for the opportunity to go out so that I can progress. I can incorporate. I can do the value addition to my PhD and postdoc. So that is the purpose. So one of the purpose in LinkedIn, one of the faculty from IIT Bombay connected me. Professor Arronte Choudhury. He initiated a startup with his PhD student in space tech based robotics. Okay, so basically he was a propulsion person, but he has developed a different kind of propulsion technology. Apart from that, they want to do the navigation, means service robotics at the space to catch the debris. Debris means space chunks
Yes.
at the orbits. So that is the reason they also looking for a person who know the guidance part as well as the vision based navigation part. So that purpose he connected me. He did an interview session, discussion session with his core team, and he made me to join at his organization suddenly in 2023 in the month of September. So even I went to my college or administration. I gave them the resignation, and they didn't accept. They told me, whatever amount of years you want to stay outside, you can stay at Lien. So still I'm at the Lien as at present. So I joined in the 2023 September, but the 3 years gap really take a hell out of me. So I was not performing well as per their expectation, because it will take time to get back to the coding. Whenever you leave the things, it is not that easier. Whenever you get into the administration part, it is not getting back to the technical part easily. It will take time to get rid of the sluggedness or thinking ability change, because it will get back to it is I'm not anymore 23 24 years of age. So I will take time. So I was not comfortable with the team, because most of the guys chaps were very young freshers, and they do not have any pre-notion and idea, because we are after working for so many years, we have some pre-notion and pre-thinking, some different kind of conventional thing to do. I need to adapt, I need to open up myself. So that is the main thing where I found I was finding difficulties while scaling up. So that is the reason I was looking for other avenues in the robotics, because there was no sufficient what resources where I can test my algorithms. That was another reason. And debugging, I'm getting a little bit time. I was taking a lot of time. So that is the reason I decided to look for other avenues. In between, I got an opportunity in the TI, Technological Innovation Hub. Before that, while working in the Inspacity Research Lab in Mumbai, so I got an offer because from the Finland, because I have dropped several mails here and there. In the
So this
Finland,
is
I
this
dropped
is 2024. Which month?
2023
2023
November.
end of month.
No, end of November, I got an offer from the professor. He told me that there is a project. I want you to come and join here right now. I told that this is not possible right now because I had to serve my notice period, and as well as right now there will be minus 20, 25, and I am here plus 25. It cannot be possible. I can come and I cannot take risk. So that is I denied. So I told that you need to wait for 6 months because my passport has expired, and one I have to renew my passport, and then after I have to serve my notice period. Then I went and looked for my passport. I saw that it is about to be expired in next 3 months. If I'm going for 1 year, I need to renew my passport. That it is not possible. So it is better to renew my passport first of all, and then after I will apply for the visa. So it will take 6 months. It took 3-4 months. In between, I got an offer in a technological innovation hub in robotics team. So I came, and that is aligned with my expertise, and I have to come. I joined there as a manager. So there is a
So which month?
10
Which month?
engineers team of 10 engineers.
Which month of
Yeah, in
March?
March onwards, March 2024. So I joined there, and they had an expectation that I will stay with them. So I have to coordinate with the professors and the stakeholders uh, who are the customers. So we are we are working with the ICR, Indian Council of Agricultural Research. We are developing the agricultural bot, agricultural tool, all those things. So most of the things were done.
So the audio has gone. Your audio.
Yeah, yes. So that I need to done. So I did it, and they didn't expect that I will go, I will leave them. So that will make them, and because after means under what is the there, I was the manager. Below me, there's supposed to be two principal engineers. So principal engineers were not there at that time when I joined. There will be only senior engineers and the engineers and the technicians. So the two principal engineers supposed to join in the month of April or May from IIT Madras. They have been hired already, but they joined formally in the month of May. So I decided that I will drop my resignation in the month of June, so that I will come in the month of August. So that way I just dropped my not June, no, the end of June I dropped my resignation and came back. And they were very reluctant. They tried to yeah, means try to convince me that not to leave, but unfortunately I had to leave because I have already given my words to this professor.
So you joined
So right
in
now I'm here. So it's three
no.
different
Which month you
organizations
joined in
I
Finland?
have stepped in.
Which month?
Yeah, I joined in the month of August 20,
Twen-
August
August
23rd.
23rd,
20,
2024.
21st I traveled, 22nd I reached, 23rd onwards I am here.
Okay. Yes.
So that is the
Yes.
journey
And
right now. Now I do not know what
so
will happen
problems
next year.
actually
So okay.
gave you the opportunity. Whatever problems you had, it has actually gave you some space that and also thinking what you should do. And from those problems, again you uh, came to your core uh, wish, like what research and developments you want to do, and you finally uh, landed in a joined in a place where um, you are um, you are actually leveraging your experience, your and also your inner aspirations, like what you want to do. So it
Yes,
2024
but
is very that way fulfilling,
yeah, yes,
eventful.
eventful
Yes,
because
event.
I went there to there like that way.
And how many
And
months
when I
it
met
took
on
to get your
2023,
passport read? How many
yeah,
months it took to renew your passport?
I started in the month of March. Yeah, March, and it takes 2 months, 2 months, 2.5 months. Due to the election, it took little bit time. So March, April, May, I received my pass. I received my passport. May end, I think. March I initiated. By May end I received. Because due to the Mumbai election, in between the phase in the Mumbai, it took little bit 2 or 3 weeks delayed.
Okay.
Okay.
So
And then after there is no call. I only get trouble while getting uh, means that appointment in the VFS. It was really difficult. So I took help from the present organization. I told the concerned authority that I'm not getting any appointment in the VFS. There is no slots available as of now in the recent category, and whatever
the
category I have been
visa.
selected. Okay, I'm not in a
Yes.
student category. I'm
Work,
an
work
employer, and
permitted.
I'm coming under the specialist category.
Okay.
Okay, so that is the reason I was not getting any slot in 2 months, 3 months. So they connected the Finnish embassy and told that this is our person, and you
Yeah.
must. And they then on then send a endorsement letter, and I received the that appointment. I just need to go and get my photograph and give my biometric details over there. For that purpose, I need to go to the Delhi, and then after they send the visa, not visa, on temporary D visa
So
on my
Finland,
passport. They
Finland
kept my
embassy was not
visa.
in Mumbai.
No, 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 not in Mumbai. No, it is there, Mumbai. Mumbai is only for help for the
Okay.
Schengen visa, for the
Okay.
tourist visa.
Work
For this
visa it is not.
employment visa, work visa, no. For work visa and student visa, you need to
Okay.
go to the Delhi, and it is very easy. One day, last means at 2 a.m., 2:30 a.m. flight I took. I reached there 6:30,
Morning.
6 o'clock, and waited for the metro to start. And then after took the metro, I get down the what is the station? I forgot the name. So on that metro station, their second floor or first floor, there is a visa office, VFS office. There I went there, and it was done. It's a 1 hour process. It took only 1 hour. I got it done and get it done and returned in the 5 p.m. flight. We came back to Mumbai again. So that was my journey, and then after just waited for within 2 weeks I received everything, and I booked my ticket in the August third week because I went to IIIT Allahabad for carrying out a training session and lecturing session in the robotics regarding the SLAM also. So I have carried out 4 days training for the BTech students, and then I came back, and within 2 weeks I just fly down to Finland.
So
That's
in
all.
this journey, do you think that LinkedIn network played a role?
Yes, LinkedIn definitely help a lot. Nowadays, people must explore the LinkedIn. LinkedIn definitely help,
Like
but
connecting with the
yeah, connecting with
professors,
the people and
like
networking
right
with the
from
people.
your
The
starting
best
your.
best example I can give for my sister. So I must tell that my sister is a scientist in the ISRO, and she is taken the major part in the Chandrayaan 3 in this rover, Pragyan rover. So she wanted to present her work in a conference. So she was looking for a conference, a not so good conference. She told me, I told her, why are you going to that conference? You just go to the space related conference, and which will be held in the University of Luxembourg. And already when I searched that, I found that the time is already over. So I connected because that professor was in my Professor Oliveres from University of Luxembourg. He initiated. He has a very good space lab, okay, where the rovers and all those things were testing. So I told them that we want to present a paper in your conference, and unfortunately the due date is over. So he he just opened the website and he allowed us to submit the paper. And almost 2 weeks were over. So despite that, he allowed. And my sister went there in the month of this March, I think, March or February or March, and she attended. She got one of the award over there for presenting the Chandrayaan work, Pragyan rovers, kinetics and dynamics, and she came back. So this is the way the LinkedIn help. But you must understand that you need to post very responsibly. What kind of
No,
post you are giving, that
no,
should be relevant
that
also.
is
No,
that is
that will add, because if you
that will
wait,
add.
that will attract people. People also look
No,
what
of
kind of
course,
things you
relevant,
work
relevant of
relevant.
the particular topic. Yes,
Yes, it is a just professional network, professional platform, and you need to be you need to justify your professionalism over there. What kind of things you are posting and not posting, whether that is attracting their eyes or not. If you're looking for any job opportunity, it will
of course.
definitely help you if you are posting which are relevant to there. If you are
Yes,
they are
yes,
having any post or hiring post is
yes,
available, definitely they will consider looking at your profile. Because
yes.
whenever I look at my profile, I see a lot of people have seen my profile. They are from different domains. I may not know. Because whenever they are searching for a person, they look for the keywords. The
Yes,
search engine, LinkedIn
yes,
search engine
yes,
always found the who are the relevant to your
yes,
hiring
yes,
criteria.
yes,
So
yes,
that is why you need to post responsibly. We cannot
yes.
post that my dog is down with
No,
fever or all those things.
no, no, no,
This
no.
cannot make any sense. Yeah, you may take any proud of any achievement of your nation and your society. Definitely, that will be is one of the things which you must take pride. Okay, but it should be relevance to your, which will show your intellectual prowess. I think that is my
No, 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 no. It is
personal
quite.
opinion.
It is relevant and it is correct that what signal you give,
Hmm.
you will get a reflection from that. Of
Yes,
course, it is very much
indeed.
correct. Yes, yes. And so, any other thing you want to say, Sarfraj? You want to say anything, Sarfraj?
No, sir, thank you.
You can also um, take note of this. So whatever you are doing on LinkedIn, so you will get benefit from that.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, thank you very much, Kuntal and Sarfraj for joining, and Kuntal elaborating that the journey, entire journey, and also the eventful 2024. And I thought that I should communicate with people and open my mind. Unless I open my mind, nobody will open them. Hmm.
Hmm.
So that is why I made this uh, open for everybody. But yes, Kuntal, I knew him, you from earlier. Sarpraj, I recently connected, and he um, voluntarily joined. That I must thank you and let.
Sarfaraj is in fourth year, third year, fourth year, or
Uh,
you are about to graduate.
yes, yes, you can say that. Yes, Sarpraj. Which are you in studying?
Yes, sir, I have graduated, sir, in 2019, sir, from Triple.
Triple?
E.
In
Triple E. You have
2019.
already graduated. So right now, are you
Yeah,
working?
yeah, I'm working.
Okay. So what is your aspiration or ambition? Ambition?
Actually,
So,
now I am not working in my core field. I am working in the development sector in a NGO, in a social protection officer.
social
I
protection
am
of?
looking for the opportunity. Social protection officer. It is an NGO, the Hans
Hmm.
Foundation. It is working for a health sector.
Okay.
I am looking for the opportunity for in my core sector. Uh, I'm
So what
trying
is
to
your
do.
triple E? Triple E. So what was your strength? in the technical subject, which subject you like, and which sector you want to work. You have to tell me specifically if you have any idea. And if you have any idea, if you do not have any idea, you should go for the masters so that you can decide your specialization, and then accordingly, if
Yeah, yeah.
you can choose you can decide what is your ultimate goal, okay, and which sector you should work. If you are not having any clue where you want to go there, because there is ample opportunity, because you are just a fresh graduate, not more than for just 5 years already. Five graduate 2019. That means you are already 5 years already gone. So it is a high time. You need to choose. You need to give direction to your ultimate career. Okay, because you see, I have chosen that I want to stay nearby the R&D. Okay, near R&D. So this way you need to decide. Right now it is a high time. If you are not deciding right now, it will become very difficult for you for the further studies. If you because you are getting age. So same way I told that I took a break and it became very difficult to get back to
Yeah,
the goatee,
definitely.
getting that previous momentum which I used to have during my PhD. So that is the reason I'm telling you. If you're taking the break, if you're changing your domain, and you are aspiring to get back to your domain, so you need to get in touch. And it is better if you do work. I won't suggest you to leave your work for the studies. You do the work and simultaneously prepare for the higher studies as well. It will give you, and I'm telling you, I and Debesh both are from IIT Bombay, and we do not take pride, but we do not we become egoistic. But IIT really helped us to guide and give us a purpose, what to do, what not to do, and how to do. Those are the things. So what, why, and how. These three questions keep on asking yourself until you are not getting your ultimate goal or objective. That is very important. What you want to do, why you want to do, and how will you do. These three questions. Even research also depend on these three questions. An entire life also, I think so.
Okay, thank you,
Thank you,
Kuntal,
sir.
for giving some help for Sarfaraj, and also it will give input to others if somebody watches it later also, because the recording is there. Of course, it is a long one. People may not find this way up to this, but later, because this is a very long recording, I will make it a point later. I will cut short and also post relevant things with few texts like part of the chats, and it will make an information for others in the post. And thank you so much for joining, Sarpraj. And this shows you are curious to new things. And as
Yes.
Kuntal says, you can do it because volunteering to join and expose to say live, it is a live, it will be recorded and it will remain there, and whatever we say, it will be dissected, it will be reviewed by the people. So that means, Sarpraj, you have the courage to learn, and you can learn and you can decide whatever you want, and from your this work also you will get some other information, but you can join. Okay, so Kuntal is
Thank
off with the
No,
camera.
no, no. Fine,
Okay,
yes.
okay. So any other general point you want to say, Kuntal, like um,
No, you can connect me
about
anytime.
these live things we can do later also, Sarpraj also.
Yes.
Yes, about positive things about science, about
Hmm.
developments, about education. So, with that note, shall we close this session?
Yes.
Okay, so let me just 1 second, let me increase the volume of the music, and within another few seconds, we will end the session. Okay, bye. Bye to everybody,
Happy
and
New Year in advance.
thanks,
Okay.
thanks, thanks.
All
Bye,
to you all.
thank you,
Bye.
sir. Thank you
Bye.
so much.
bye.